everybody, it is Hobbs back here with you.
Yeah, it's Hobbs Horror, knocking down your door, all about the guts and gore, blood and pus, give him some more. He wants bone and entrails spread across the floor, so if you're looking for that theater macabre, bruh, look no more. Sit back and relax and enjoy some Hobbs Horror.
Thank you for watching Hobbs Horror.
Yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe and all that good shit.
We're back with another review with Hobbs Horror. Today we're reviewing a film called Teenage Exorcist, directed by Grant Waldman, written by one of our favorites, Brink Stevens of the horror con community and one of the legendary scream queens. This is an hour and 26 minutes long. It gets a 4.4 on IMDb from 1991. Also stars Michael Berryman, another con-goer and one of our favorite horror legends. All of you know Michael Berryman. I do want to thank Horror Hoss for sending me this as part of his prize package. I will put Hoss's link to his channel in the comments and description here. Also starring Robert Quarry and Epi Deason. There's a good look at the back here. Now this movie is 100% a horror comedy. I thought it would be a little more or less of a horror comedy whenever I started watching it, but definitely turned right directly into a horror comedy. More as the film went by. As you can see there. Follow Diane, played by Brink Stevens. Nice to see her get like a full role too, by the way, in this. A lot of the stuff I'm seeing lately with her, of course, because this is 36 years ago, are films that she's only in for like 1 minute, maybe 20 minutes at max. She is the main character in the film. She's looking for a place to live, and Michael Berryman is like this real estate broker, kind of like a creepy salesperson for this home. And she goes to this place, she wants to lease it, rent it, whatever. He gets it to her on the spot for a cool $25 down payment. So she moves in and whatnot, and she's talking to her sister, who looks just like her, by the way, literally splitting image of her. And she's like, yeah, I'm just settling in, enjoying the home, hope you're doing well. And then all of a sudden she starts to cut into this cabbage, and the cabbage starts to bleed, and this box of milk starts to cringe up without anybody touching it. Weird stuff just starts to happen to her, and she starts to become a little concerned, so she calls her sister. Her sister and her husband. Her husband's like this stockbroker guy who's kind of full of himself, kind of a goofy guy. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Clue Gallagher a little bit, the way he talks and acts. But anyways, so she's like, can you guys just come hang out with me and like make sure I'm not seeing things? The house seems like it's kind of creepy. So they get to this house, and it's kind of like a small mini castle type looking house. And they get there, and then before they get there, right as they get there, she has had an incident, and she becomes possessed like the second before they walk in. And she is a completely different person. She was just kind of this tame, chill kind of girl. And then now she's like this possessed, almost dressed like Elvira type girl that's really seductive and trying to hit on everybody. And then, crazy stuff starts to happen as she starts trying to attack people with a chainsaw. And then it just gets wilder from there. And it's just pretty much, that's the premise of it, is she becomes possessed. And as her family is visiting, they got to find a way to calm her down and make things better. So anyways, my thoughts on this. Yeah, this was fun. I mean, you do get some limited amount of nudity with this, which is good. Some selective lingerie choices, which were nice. You do get some comedy elements. Of course, you get Michael Berryman and Brink Stevens. That always brings the ratings up, for me at least. So, for that particular moment, I did enjoy this one. Is it something I'll probably watch all the time? I don't know. Maybe once every couple years, but not a bad horror comedy. And I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5 on the Boglin scale. I did enjoy this for what it was, and it didn't take itself too seriously. Especially towards the end of the film, it got a little bit more sillier as it went. But anyways, I do want to thank Hobbs for sending this to me, and catch up with you guys later. Let me know your thoughts on Teenage Exorcist, or Michael Berryman, or Brink Stevens. Peace.
Welcome to the house on the A6 block. I'm just chilling on the porch in my chair I rock. I'm your host Jimmy Biggs with the ghoulish grip. The only light outside is the full moon lit. Welcome to a world mixed with evil and good. If you ain't plan on staying, then you misunderstood. This ain't a nightmare, the figment of imagination. Step aside and the house will awaken.